My name is Mario Rivero from Lynk, and what Lynk is an online platform that provides investment securitization with a marketplace that connects investment funds and portfolios and investors. Just a quick definition. What I mean by investment funds and portfolios, I mean in the investment fund side, I mean private funds like private equity, real estate funds, hedge funds, and private debt funds. And portfolios are just portfolios of marketable securities, including ETFs, or including registered investment advisor or broker dealer that wants to create their own tradable securities type of a strategy. And as securitization, what that means is to represent an asset, an investable asset, through a security. And a security is either a stock or a bond that can be traded, transacted between brokers through the clearing systems. Next slide. So the problem that is a very common problem, well-known problem, is that any type of fund managers or investment managers, they have a really tough time in creating a product that wants to have broad global distribution. This means distributing to many investors in many countries, obviously globally, right? It's very inefficient right now. It takes too much time, it takes too much effort, too much cost. And if you want to reach investors outside of your network, it just becomes very difficult, especially because investors cannot buy these investments through their existing brokerage account. They need to actually subscribe. They need to go through a very manual process. With Lynk, we actually reduce all that and we take away all the admin work. And what we allow these managers is to do just two things, which is focus on their investment strategy and of course, making it successful and continue raising more capital, right? So for investors, the securitization solution allows them to invest from their existing account. They don't have to do anything, just buy, in this case, in our case, it's like a bond, but it's the same way you buy Apple stock, the same sort of process. And managers, what they receive is a low cost, completely end-to-end turnkey solution that eliminates all the admin work and in a very low cost manner, but also working with top tier providers, right? And in a sense, one thing that says on the bottom of the page is that we're trying to democratize the connection between managers and investors globally. And these managers and these investors, they don't have to be in the big financial sectors like New York or Hong Kong or London. I mean, they could be a manager in Argentina or in Mexico or in Chile that they're regulated in their country, but they have a good strategy. But now they have a means to actually show this strategy to investors anywhere in the world, and vice versa. Investors anywhere in the world can actually access these local or tailored strategies. This problem is not new. I mean, there are some companies that have tried to implement technology in improving this situation, but most of them, they focus on improving the subscription process. And they work, these companies have been very successful, but they are not as efficient as we are, or as we could be. We are unique and we are first to market in providing a securitization as a service. We call it securitization as a service because of the business model. It's a recurring revenue business model with a marketplace that helps investors for capital raising. So first, we're going to be focusing on providing this securitization, but we can also move on to digital, to like as it was mentioned before, like NFTs or smart contracts into them. I mean, it's not difficult to add a digital component to this type of solution. What is difficult is to make sure you have good products. So that's actually the y-axis, underlying investment oversight. We don't do any product. We don't do securitization or digitalization of arts, of precious metals, or working with a developer that wants to buy a building. That type of investments, they actually are risky because it allows the manager to use the money that whatever they want. I mean, right now, if a developer raises money, I don't know if he's going to be buying bricks or buying a Lamborghini. So I much rather work with regulated funds that are regulated by the SEC in the US or CIMA in Cayman, or in Europe, usually in Luxembourg, or working with portfolio managers where the strategy is in one place, in one custody account. And this market, even though it's targeted, is very large. Every year, 4.7 trillion is added to new funds in the world. But if we go at even one more level down, mid and small size products, which are the ones that we're more interested in, is still 800 billion. We have, as I mentioned, our recurring revenue as a percentage of assets under administration, so it's recurring, and we have transactional revenue from the marketplace. Lastly, I would say that we have been working very well this past year. We're increasing a lot. This year we expect to have 1.5 million in revenue. This is recurring revenue, and over 40 products launched. And in the marketplace, we're about to surpass 1,000 products and members listed. We are currently raising capital, of course. We're looking to expand our automated online platform and continue our expansion with sales and marketing.